welcome to Spoop Squad, the podcast where we watch horror movies that go flop in the night. I am your spoopy host, Jared, and I'm here with...
I'm Nick.
And I'm Nathan.
Tonight, we watched Fender Bender, that is streaming on Shudder.
Shudder. Yeah, it's streaming on Shudder.
It's streaming on Shudder. You can also find it on Amazon Prime, apparently, but it's going to cost you a little bit, like $3 or $4.
Not worth it.
We'll get into that later.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Spend your money however you want. Who the fuck am I to tell you what to do?
Okay, so Fender Bender. This movie is not rated, and it's from 2016. It runs for an hour and 31 minutes. It is listed as a horror thriller.
It felt longer.
It's not rated, but there was no fucking nudity.
Or cuss words.
No. Well, I think there were
she
a
said
couple cuss
freaking.
words.
That's pretty.
She said freaking. That was pretty intense.
That's pretty. Whoo.
I don't know. Did they say a couple cuss words
Nope.
here and there? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn I remember.
I have been paying attention to language in these movies.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, for those who watch horror movies for like nudity, there was none. You get like a small glimpse of a young girl in the shower, like behind foggy glass.
And you get a glimpse of a girl of a I guess I would say older than the young girl, because the girl's supposed to be 17. So like this woman is probably like late 20s, 30s. Late
20s, early 30s.
Yeah, and she's getting into a bathtub. So you see
highlight of the movie.
You see bareback.
You see bareback and her shoulders.
But not bottom.
Yeah, no bottom, just and like shoulders. If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, if you're from like the 1920s.
I like women to have shoulders. Yeah, I would rather have them than not.
I mean, your standards aren't that high.
We don't. This podcast is not about me and my standards.
I mean, honestly, Nick, as long as they're crazy, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
shoulders are not.
Well, I'm shallow too, so they do have to look.
Yeah, you're
fair.
pretty shallow.
Yeah. You know, the whole hot crazy scale, that's pretty broken for me. There is no.
They just have to be crazy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just do like a brief synopsis. Like, basically what's happening in this movie is a guy causes fender benders, swaps information with people, and then goes and stalks them and kills them.
Murders.
Yeah.
He toys with them a little bit via text.
Yeah, a little bit.
Via text that does not look like any text message form that I've ever seen.
Nope.
Yeah, the red on both of the girls' phones kind of threw
red
me off.
For murder.
Yeah,
murder.
They didn't have like the first girl had red
for the
messages, and the second one didn't. They both had the same exact
phone.
Yeah, like they were like, well, we don't need to get a second phone. We can just use this one.
Yeah,
again.
just use this one. I mean, why raise our budget when we don't have to?
That's how he picks them. They have to have the same phone. That's the thing.
He picks people who he sees sitting in their car on FaceTime with their friend.
With their friends, yeah. So this rating on IMDb, it's 5 out of 10.
Really?
Nick,
No.
what is that?
That's about 70%.
Nope.
No, it is
wrong
not.
again.
Wrong again.
No, wait, come on, check the math on that. Get a calculator out.
Nope. No, I'm pretty sure it's not 70%.
I disagree.
Okay, so the star of this film is Mackenzie Vega.
Mackenzie Vega.
So, interesting thing, I started going through her filmography, and she was in 2 episodes of 13 Reasons Why.
Which clearly they never saw this movie, or they would not have cast her.
She was in, what else?
I don't know. You got IMDb open in front of you.
103 episodes of The Good Wife.
Oh, was she the good wife?
No.
Okay.
She was in 1 episode of ER.
She was in Sin City.
Let me get there.
Why did you just say he has it open to get him to do this and then pull it up yourself?
Because he's an idiot. She was in X-Men: The Last Stand.
Really?
She was in Sin City. Thanks, Nathan. She was in Saw.
The first one?
And she was in The Land of Women.
That sounds like what
she
we
was
need to
also
watch
in
next.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, the movie.
Oh. There's no way this girl's old enough for that. She had to have been like a baby.
That doesn't mean she wasn't in
1999.
it.
She would have been 5 years old.
Okay, but she was probably still in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she could have been in it. I don't know.
I mean, it's on the IMDb page. It's
I'm not.
probably accurate.
Yeah, I believe it. Why am I talking like this?
Good question.
I'm going to do the rest of the show this way.
Please don't.
Please don't.
I'll try my best not
No,
to.
normally I'm
Yeah,
on board with your
don't
antics. This
do
one,
it.
this one, I have to know.
This is
Please
my voice when I feel attacked.
Cease and desist when you feel attacked.
Please stop attacking me, and I'll stop.
He's
I'll
gonna
stop
talk.
doing
He's
like
gonna. He's
this.
gonna do this at jumps later.
All right, so let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. Nathan, what is your favorite part about this movie?
I will say we did discuss it a lot watching the movie, but once we realized what the serial killer's like murder weapon was, I thought that was pretty clever. It's essentially like a door handle from like a vehicle that's been welded
modified.
been welded onto like a plate that is like a switchblade. So it like shoots straight out of it, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool too. Nick, what's your favorite part?
I actually like that the lead, the main character, the female lead, wasn't a little bitch. She decided that she wasn't gonna just let this dude kill her, and she fought back as opposed to just trying to run.
Well, I mean, that's usually Act 3 of most horror films.
Yeah.
Like they usually turn around and start fighting back.
It's yes, in some way, but I
think
thought she
you were
was
just-
more
I think you were
aggressive.
just turned on whenever she slammed the baseball bat.
I can't say I wasn't.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to
that
lie to
is
you
true.
guys.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say what we're all thinking that you really enjoy about this movie, and that's YouTube's Logan Paul.
So that is the wrong movie.
Jared, what was yours? I'll lead you in with it.
My favorite thing is the cinematography was not bad.
Yeah, Nick brought that up.
I thought it
earlier.
started strong and then kind of fell off once they really got into the house, and it felt more like it was a. What did you say? A student project?
student film. Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing
But-
feels like a student film.
For being 5.5 stars, for being 3 skulls on Shudder, I kind of thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's fair.
I mean, to say that the cinematography was not bad is saying a lot for movies that are like on the lower scale.
yeah. I will say that we didn't laugh as much watching this,
No, we didn't.
but I also
I mean,
think we're tired.
We did laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because let's fucking talk about that mask.
Yeah. Or the first reveal of it when he was in the chick's bed at the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. God, that was hilarious.
All right, so everybody at home, this mask is like a BDSM leather mask that somebody has added goggle eyes to and
Like
metal over the mouth.
Steampunk goggles.
Yeah, like almost kind of like
Yeah.
Riddick's, sort
yeah,
of.
almost.
But not.
Think the Gimp from Pulp Fiction with steampunk goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and instead of the zipper over the mouth, it's like metal
It has, like,
bars.
a grill.
Okay, and here's the thing though, is that I think that the mask is supposed to represent a car
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
because
Yeah,
it's
'cause
got
the
headlights
mouth.
and a
Headlights
grill,
and a grill.
Yeah, it has
yeah.
a grill, yeah.
and then the rest of it is black,
Yeah,
like
like
car.
his car.
like his car.
So the crazy thing is, like, once we get a little bit farther into the movie, we find out that he's swapping license plates. He's swapping like last names.
Yeah,
Dance Mom.
Yeah,
Dance Mom. That's what his car says now.
yeah. That's what his car ends up being, is Dance Mom.
They do make a point to show you the license plate numbers, which is something that most movies try to not do.
Yeah.
And they make a point of doing that because it's part of his shtick.
Yeah, it's part of his shtick, but it's also something that you notice whenever you get into a Fender Bender, right? Like you kind of note the other person's license plate.
Yeah.
You jot it down, whatever. So it kind of flows with the theme of getting into an accident.
It does. It does flow into the theme. Although, okay, so when they get into the accident, I thought this was super weird because I've been in, like, I got in a bunch of accidents when I was younger. And all I did was swap, like, my name and my insurance policy, like the phone number and my policy number. And that's all you're really supposed to swap. but apparently she was taught this to give out your phone number and your address and your social security number and, you know, your sexual history. Like, she's just way overshared with this guy, and he's just like, oh, yeah. Because that scene, he's so weird, and then he, like, reaches out and puts his hand on her shoulder, and it's very uncomfortable. Like, I don't think she was acting when she looked uncomfortable, because that was the most genuine moment in the movie, is how uncomfortable she is.
Yeah,
that
I
this
was uncomfortable.
50-year-old man is, like, you know, comforting her shoulder, but while, like, staring off in the distance with his dark sunglasses on.
He was rocking those aviators, though.
Yeah, which he did remove later.
Which was weird that, like, I thought the whole thing was, like, you know, you're not going to see his eyes, which makes him seem, like, less human.
And then later they show his
And then,
eyes.
yeah, like, because I thought that's why when he took, you know, them off the first time, they wouldn't show you his face. But then later,
Which was
he's
an
just
interesting
sitting there
choice.
eating pizza just like a normal dude, just like, hey, let me just eat this pizza, and you can see his entire face.
He's like, yeah, windows are the eyes of the soul, and I'm eating pizza. How do I feel? Can you see my joy? It's just very weird. Very weird.
This whole movie was a little weird.
Yeah, there's not much substance to it. In
there
general.
really isn't.
It's a very basic idea, and they execute it.
That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah.
It's really weird though, because like whenever he murders the first woman, it's very quick.
Yeah. He's like
He's
like
very like
yeah.
dedicated. It's like boom, I kill her, I'm out.
Yeah, he was efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
like he's done this before.
Yeah. Now that there's 4 teenagers at this house, he's like, oh no, I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he also this time provided a cake to like drug her.
He's
and I
trying
guess
to drug her.
Yeah.
Like, was he aware the other 2 people were coming over?
No.
Because there was no real mention
there's
of
no-
that.
yeah,
No,
there's way he
the
did.
cake shows up way before then.
Yeah, and she
When-
didn't
And
invite them
it
over,
just
did
says
she?
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
And-
cake is a reference to when they get in the accident, and he's like, "Oh, is this your first Fender Bender?
Is this your first time?
Is this your first
Yeah.
time?" And she's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, you know, maybe you should celebrate it and get a cake or something." Like, it's very flat and very weird.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was just going for being creepy and flat, then he fucking nailed it. But what it really looks like is he's a bad actor.
Probably so.
Bill Sage is a bad actor. Come at me.
Is that his name?
Yeah. Come at me on Twitter.
He's got a fucked up
Tomorrow,
looking nose,
Nathan's going to
too.
get in a Fender Bender. It's going to be Bill Sage.
If it's Bill Sage, I'm going to be like, "Hey man,
Keep your fucking cake.
yeah, I saw your movie. I don't eat cake. You're going to have to come at me with beer."
Drug the beer.
Yeah. If you want to argue that point, hit me on Twitter at Nathan_Key. Come at me.
Yeah, Nathan's definitely getting drugged.
You know what? If I get drugged, he's going to have to use a lot of it.
I feel like somehow this is going to come back
I
to a
don't know.
penis joke.
I don't know.
No, it's just it's because I drink alcohol fairly often, and they say
don't-
that people who drink a lot, they take longer to go under like anesthesia. Like when I had my ankle worked on, like they were.
No, let's tell people how you hurt your ankle.
I thought you were the one that hurt your ankle on Mount Fuji.
Oh no,
couldn't
I
even
hurt
get it
my
out.
ankle in a more legit way. No, I was on Heelys and I
You said more legit.
yeah.
And then you bring
I was doing some sick stunts, and I turned my foot backwards and I broke my leg in 2 places.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you better?
Yeah, dude, this
I
happened
mean,
when I
have
was
you seen him
23.
lately?
This is
I'm not sure he's doing better.
no, this is a very long time ago. But no, but like, you know, when they were trying to, you know, knock me out with anesthesia, they're like, "All right, count backwards from 100." And I was like, and you know, I was like 99, 98, and then a few minutes go by and I'm like 2, 1, now what do you want me to do?
So this film that we're talking about.
Oh, can I jump into these?
Yeah,
numbers
jump-
real quick?
jump on in.
Jump in the
So
numbers.
while looking for the budget for this film that I could not find,
Yeah, I couldn't find it either.
so I found it was not in theaters at all. It went straight to DVD and I guess streaming. And I found the estimated DVD and Blu-ray sales domestic that totaled to $17,500.
$17,500.
Not even 20,000, which has to be under the budget of this movie.
Holy shit! Yeah,
like significantly under the
because
budget.
just the Steadicam alone is like $5,000.
Which thankfully they used, and I made a comment about that because the last movie
Was all shaky, all crazy.
They locked it down.
They locked it down.
Somebody went to film school.
Hey, we might find a good movie one time.
Hell, not somebody went to film school. I think somebody was in film school making this movie.
Yeah.
Because
Probably
this was just, it was right there with some of the worst film school movies.
Funny thing
I've
you bring
seen.
it up on trivia in the IMDb says this is director Mark Pavia. Pavia. I'm bad with names. Pavia. Okay, sure. Mark Pavia's first film in 19 years. So you can take that two ways. Either he's old or he's 19 years old.
I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna believe that he's 19 years old.
Yeah, student project, like you said. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then what's her name, Mackenzie Vega? She's definitely his girlfriend.
Let's see what else he's done. Well, he has directed 8 films. Fender Bender being the last one that he's done.
Really?
Well, that definitely set his career.
Yeah, there's a
ahead,
reason why
for sure.
this is probably this is
He has- hold
reason as to why he hasn't done anything in 19 years.
He has 5 films in development.
Oh, that doesn't
Fender
count.
Bender 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. No. Let's see. The Night Flyer and Drag, which was a short in 1993. Drag was his first film.
In 93.
Yeah, in 93. And then 97, The Night Flyer. And then 2016, Fender Bender.
Wonder what he did in all that time. Do you think he spent 19 years writing this movie?
Well, the dialogue definitely showed that he did not.
I actually think that the actors came up with their own dialogue.
They might have.
Not improv, but like when the kids were like sitting around the table eating pizza, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna talk about these things. We're gonna address this stuff to give our characters depth."
Because the director probably did not do that.
Andy is your ex-boyfriend, and you caught him cheating at the beginning. Okay.
Which they were very public about.
They were very public about it. They stood up and leaned over the table they were at in a restaurant to kiss each other.
Not just in a restaurant. They were on the fucking patio by the street.
Yeah.
Just fucking smooching down.
Okay, so they're drugged at this point, and I love the guy, Eric. She starts dragging him back to like, I guess she's trying to go in the garage. Or she goes in the garage and she can't open it. And then she takes him into a closet and she's like, "Shh, be quiet. Shh, be quiet." And he's just it was just so bad. And he's just look, I mean, yeah, maybe Bill Sage couldn't hear him through his leather mask. If it's designed after a car, and cars are designed to keep out like some sound, so maybe his mask is too.
Sounds like a terrible way to go about killing people. Like, what would it be like if I can't hear anything?
What would it be like if I can hear muffled sounds, but I'm also looking through these weird goggles
That are shaped like car headlights.
Mm-hmm.
Which his mask has the car headlights and the grill.
Yeah.
But also he it's just funny to me. He's like, "You know what? I know they went this way, but fuck it. I'm going to go find that other girl." He just gave up so easily.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, "I guess they disappeared."
Well, and then he does this little
In the
thing where
fucking
he's
Dexter
like
kill room.
Yeah, he's sliding his fucking knife, his car door knife, on that metal pipe for no fucking reason whatsoever.
No, but the best part of that was the sound it made.
Yeah.
It sounded like like somebody opening a really rusty, creaky, like metal gate.
Yeah, but it made it seem like he just got fucking bored in the middle of killing people and like, hey, I'm gonna just make some fucking noise.
He's like, hey, this is gonna be in my audition tape for Stomp. Give me some trash cans to bang on. Blue Man Group, here I come. No, look what I can do. Because that was a long sound.
It was. Okay, so at this point, he's already killed the ex-boyfriend. He goes after... I can't even remember what her name is. Now.
Blonde girl.
Blonde girl.
Chick, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. But now he's going after blonde chick. He eventually catches up with her, stabs her, pushes her out a window.
Oh, no. He doesn't really push her. He just kind of walks towards her, and then she just sort of flies through the window.
Wait, hold up. We're missing the excellent part where she's under the bed, and then she jumps up, and she pushes the bed on top of him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So so blonde girl's hiding under the bed. And, of course, you have him walking all around the bed very slowly, as if he can't just check the room in one location. He has to walk very slowly to look at a room. And then she thinks that he is leaving.
Rachel.
Rachel is
her name's Rachel, yeah.
Her name is Rachel. She thinks he's leaving, and then all of a sudden she looks to her right, and there he is on the ground with her.
Surprise!
So she tosses the bed on top of him.
It's so good. It's so good. And he's just like, oh no, this Serta hit me. I'm so relaxed now. Memory foam is my only weakness. Car door knives can't melt memory foam.
So then she gets pushed out of a second-story window.
Mm-hmm.
She's stabbed, pushed out the window. She's still not dead. So what does he do? He walks very slowly to his car, pulls it around, and runs her over.
No, but he's sitting there revving the engine, and then he goes down real fast. The car door, the garage doors are closed. So why didn't he like bash through the garage door? She was right in front of the garage door.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent brakes.
It's great reaction time.
Well, and then he
after got his brakes checked.
He mounts their bodies like on the fence, and Ashley, who her legs were run over and like definitely crushed because blood like splattered everywhere.
Did you say Ashley?
He said Ashley.
Isn't that what you said her name was?
No, Rachel.
Oh fuck, who the hell is Ashley?
Ashley was from the last
girl
movie.
The last movie.
Oh, all right. Well, so like Rachel's mounted up on the fence, and there's no blood on her jeans at all. Like this whole scene where she got run over did not happen.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. She was not flattened.
No.
Yeah. Also, the kill for Eric was very anticlimactic. Like every kill had like there's like, oh, here's this mounting moment to this kill, and all he does is like he grabs and pushes him against the wall and stabs him, and then Hillary just stands there screaming.
Yeah, it literally just stands there. Knows that her friend is dead already.
But she's screaming. She's like, oh no, Eric, oh no. Oh, he's stabbing you, Eric. He stabbed. She could have done something.
Yeah, she's watching him stab.
But
Eric.
This is when she starts to get her resolve. She's like, I'm gonna run.
Now that everybody's dead, I'm gonna try and survive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so she runs, and she goes outside, sees all of her friends on the fence, and that's when it's like, oh no, this bitch fucked up.
When she runs,
she's finna clap back.
And I like that she goes to the car and she's like, I'm gonna has she hit him with the tire iron yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
This is the point where she's standing like in the middle of her kind of driveway area.
Oh, and he's chasing her with the car.
Yeah. And
which is so stupid.
Yeah.
He's not trying to run her over.
He's just following her at this point.
Well, he's spotlighting the dead bodies with his headlights.
Yeah. And this is when she stands up straight, stops crying, turns around, and on on the video, you should have seen Act 3.
Yeah, it's like that one shot from Bad Boys when the camera's kind of panning around Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, and they're like standing there like, oh yeah, we're badasses, we just blew something up, or like we're gonna win now. It's just, it's
Would you consider that a trope? I would consider that a trope.
Yeah. The camera spinning around somebody who's suddenly gotten resolved to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would take that. I just this was just so good. This it was just this dumb moment, and it was just so funny. When then she proceeds to run in the house and then try to find things to hit him with. Oh, she stabs him with a kitchen knife.
Yep.
Hits him. She hits him in the head with
like 3 times.
Yeah, like 3 times with
a tire.
tire
iron. And then she spills gasoline on him, and then tries to throw a car lighter on him, like cigarette lighter on him, and when it hits him, he looks down and he kind of has this moment of like, that was stupid. And we all had this moment of like, that's never going to work. And then slowly flames climb up him, and Bill Sage gets set on fire. She was burning some sage to ward off the demons.
It was also very convenient that there was a puddle there for him to like jump into.
Yeah, like
except that wouldn't
work on gasoline fires?
No, it wouldn't.
So they're like, oh, look how convenient it is. And then you're like, but that still wouldn't work.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. You have to smother the fire.
Yes.
Like, he could have rolled and gotten it out.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, but instead, he was like, oh, yeah, mud puddle.
Oh, yeah. Water.
Let me get in that mud puddle.
And then he just lays there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just gathering his thoughts.
While she goes inside. Oh, no, she takes her
thinks
phone
he's
from his
dead.
pocket.
Yeah.
And she tries to call the police, and they're like, when it starts cutting out.
Yeah, I mean, the whole time there was a storm, so I guess we're led to believe that the storm was the reason for that.
I don't buy that.
I don't either.
That's not how cell phones work.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'm just saying, I guess that's what we were supposed to
like
be.
the original call gets cut off somehow, and then she calls back, and when she calls back, she looks out of her bedroom window where he was.
No, what it was that the microphone wasn't picking up her voice.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So she turns around and looks out her window to see that he is not there anymore.
Movie trope.
And where is he now?
Directly behind her.
Directly behind her.
He moved real fucking fast.
Yeah, he did.
Because he had about 30 seconds to go from there. And what we've learned about Bill Sage in this movie is that Bill Sage does not move fast.
Yeah.
He walks.
Except for when he wants to, which is right now.
Yeah. He teleports behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he had to be a little pissed. He got hit over the head 3 times with a tire iron, stabbed and burned. So,
yeah.
So here's what I imagine is happening. He is laying there, watching her in her window. Is like, okay, can't go yet. Oh, she turned her back. I'm going. Run. Zoop.
Well, don't you think there would be like a moment where he is like, man, this chick is about to go call the cops. So if I'm going to get up, I should have done this earlier, because he just lucked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then after that, he's like, you know what? Once he kills her, he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just gonna take a shower. And apparently, like,
well, let's talk about how he kills her first.
Well, hang on. I also do not know when he confiscated her cell phone like a high school teacher. Like, when did he get her phone and like put it in his pocket? And he's
I think she left it on the table where the cake was, because he did smash Rachel's cell phone.
Yes, and Eric's.
So I think he took hers.
Also, that's bullshit, because what teenager isn't going to grab their cell phone?
Yeah, no shit. But I think the reason that he took hers was because of the whole, like, taking her identity and bullshit that he was doing with everybody previously.
You know what would have made this more interesting is if at least if like Eric had been able to get his cell phone and he started live tweeting everything.
Hashtag sex party.
I can't get through to the police, but I can live tweet our deaths. Yeah. Hashtag sexparty.org. That's how the internet works.
Yeah, that's how it works. How Hillary dies is he is now standing behind her in her bedroom. He is blocking off the only exit, which is her bedroom door. He basically like corners her by the closet.
He chokes her and lifts her up.
Chokes her and lifts her up against the wall, and then stabs her in the legs because she is a dancer.
Well, and also because she was trying to run.
Yeah,
as if like
no, but
he wasn't
they
going
thought
to.
about it specifically because she's a dancer, and what do dancers use? Their legs.
Well, I have seen a one-legged dancer before.
Strip clubs don't count.
But it's true story. Used to play at this bar that was next to it literally was the same building as a strip club, and they used to advertise 25 beauties and one ugly, and we would finish playing a show, and then we would go next door because we wanted to keep drinking, and it was after 2, and we would go next door. And we would watch this one-legged stripper who would remove her prosthetic leg, and as she's swinging around the pole, she'd hold her leg out for people to put money in.
Amazing story.
Yeah,
Is that a horror trope?
I wish it was. But okay, so he stabs her in each of her legs, and then he like stabs her in the gut, and then he proceeds to like spend the night because it is still like nighttime.
Yeah. He's like taking a shower and folding his clothes.
Yeah, like he sleeps in Hillary's bed.
Yeah.
And he's just and this
he
is
masturbates, I'm sure.
Well, and this is when you see his eyes for the first time. Cuz it's like, "Oh, I can be a human now. I'm done with my murders."
Dear Mom, I'm finished murdering.
He's like, you know, now's a really good time to leave around a whole bunch of DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's trying to like keep his fingerprints off of stuff. But like, dude took a shower and like brushed his hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's leaving DNA everywhere.
He probably definitely took a shit.
He would have also been bleeding excessively from the
Yeah.
stab wound. So
Yeah, and his shoulder, that kind of went away.
well, it's also the arm that he uses to choke her out is his left arm because he
Yeah,
stabs her
and
with his
that's-
right. So
yeah.
apparently the massive tears in his muscles.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
would
he's
have happened.
superhuman, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't have a concussion or a smashed in skull.
He is a
from getting
fucking
hit with a
dance
tire
mom
iron.
now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does become dance mom. Yeah, he does all this stuff, and he goes through her wallet and gets out $37.18 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a very specific amount, and it goes they. You know, he drives away. You see that he switched license plates, and it says "Dance Mom" on it, which is fucking brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
But then, as
Because I love that show.
Yeah, he goes to a he apparently he does too.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to a gas station and gets exactly that amount of money.
So basically what is happening, he is driving as far as he can until he's running out of gas, paying for the amount of gas based off of how much the last person he killed had in their wallet, has to go and kill again to get more gas money.
But
not
did
gonna
you
do it.
He is
also
killing
notice?
people for gas money.
No, but if you watch when he turns the car on after he gets gas, his gas tank is full. $37.18 got him a full tank of gas on an eight cylinder engine muscle car. No, it does
No
not.
way.
Nope.
It does not. I don't care what year this was. It does not. When was this movie? 2014?
No, I think it was after that.
Yeah, so it's 2016, and I mean,
I'm going to tell you right now, it's 2018, and my truck takes me $60 to fill up.
it takes me $35 to fill up the 4Runner, but that's a 6-cylinder engine, and it's a Toyota,
Mm-hmm. Not a muscle car.
not a muscle car. It don't got those big tanks.
Okay, so as he's doing the shower thing and, all the post-murder... You see all the kids lined up in the driveway in their cars, and they're just sitting there,
Yeah,
dead.
they're just dead.
How would you like to be the parents coming home to that?
They're like, oh, I guess everyone's leaving. Oh my god!
Oh my God, what happened?
And he's got to have left DNA in the cars and on the people too, because at this point he's not all dressed up like his car.
He's not dressed up like the Gimp from Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction.
The steampunk gimp. I think we should go ahead and do ratings.
Let's do it.
Nick, you go first.
Yeah, I'm giving it a skull. it was entertaining. It was especially like before they actually started getting killed. It was shot really well. It kind of fell off after that. But it was entertaining throughout the whole movie. There was a lot to laugh about. It was cool in its own right. It was good.
All right, Nathan, what you got?
I'm gonna give it a skull because I thought this movie was fun as hell. It was dumb and it was bad, but like there was a lot of stuff to laugh about. But it also is, I guess, a different take on like a stalker type of killer slasher movie. It's an original idea. He's not someone who's supernatural. He doesn't have supernatural powers.
But he fucking does.
He does, but he's essentially just a dude. It's what they try to play him off like he is just a dude.
He has superhuman strength after getting stabbed.
Yes.
He is very fucking fast.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing. It's not like Jason Voorhees. Like they're trying to humanize him. But they try to humanize him by like when he gets knocked down, he gets knocked out. He staggers, he gets hurt.
So hold on, he gets knocked down,
but he gets up again.
Back up again? Never going to keep him down?
Pissing the night away. I don't know. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, and I would definitely watch this again.
Okay.
So it gets skull from me.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to give this one a skull as well, and that's going to be 3 total skulls. This movie is fun as shit.
It really is.
It's a dumb premise, in my opinion.
And it feels like an a film student's like final project, but it was enjoyable to watch, and it had Bill fucking Sage in it.
Yeah.
And he got burned to
Burning
release
Sage.
the demons.
Yeah, we got it.
You like to kill little girls? You had to burn Bill Sage to keep away the demons that like to kill little girls.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we definitely all 3 recommend you going and watching this movie. We would all watch this again.
Why don't you go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter at Spoop Squad and join in the conversation, recommend movies and stuff like that on our Facebook community at facebook.com/The Squad Podcast.
Keep it spoopy.